Hey everybody, my name is Chris and I'm going to do a walkthrough on the 2022 Keystone Montana 3121. It's a great floor plan. It clocks in at 35 feet total, so you can fit it in most campgrounds. 3 slide outs, got a lot of features inside and out, so we're going to walk around some of that stuff and show you some highlights. So as we come over here, first thing I'll point out, you got auto level. Now that's on a lot of fifth wheels these days. What's not on a lot of fifth wheels is they use a hydraulic leveling system underneath. So it's a 6-point hydraulic system, and they're just a lot faster and stronger than the electric systems. So really easy to use. As we come over here, you see the motion sensor lighting come on there. This is your docking station. So all your water hookups go right in there. Clean water going into it, a tank flush to rinse out your toilet tank when you're dumping, and your black and gray tank pull handles are in there, not exposed to the elements outside. So really easy to use. You come in right from the bottom, so you can have this door shut so your campsite is neat and clean. Before we head to the other side, I'm going to show you too the hot water heater. Instead of using a standard 6-gallon hot water heater, they use a 12-gallon hot water heater, which runs on electricity and propane. So we'll go to the front here. Really beautiful front cap, nice LED light strips. As you lower it to the bottom, they have a little mirror here, a hitch vision is what they call it. Really easy to hook up. As you're hooking up, backing the truck up, it gives you a mirror right down to that view, so it's easy to connect. So we come around here on your campsite. You got 2 huge awnings, one on the main portion here, LED light strip underneath, one in the back on the slide out. So your whole campsite can be covered by awning space. Now the pass-through storage is partially so huge in this because of the drop frame. Underneath, it's a high-profile fifth wheel, so they drop that steel frame. It gives you more vertical space for all your storage. Now they're using magnetic catches on the door here, so when you lift it up, it'll just hold. But some places, especially out here in California, if you're going to the beach a lot, it can be kind of windy. So they also put a little latch here. So that latch also holds it. So it's less likely for a wind gust to blow that and throw it down if you're standing in there trying to put something in or pull something out. So come back a little further. They're using the MORride solid steps here instead of those old steel steps that move and flex every time you step on them. And these are also very light, very easy to use. It is not physically straining to put these in or out at all. Each leg adjusts individually, so even if the ground out here isn't perfectly level, you can make it so it sits perfectly and it's not moving or flopping on you. Now, this sticker here, Solar Flex 400i, is a really great feature. The Solar Flex 200 is now standard. We order ours with the upgraded 400. So what that is, it's 2 200-watt solar panels, so 400 watts of solar, accompanied with a 2,000-watt inverter, which is already wired from the factory to 7 outlets. So huge cost savings when that's done at the factory instead of after the fact. And when you're dry camping, you can run several outlets right off the batteries in there. So we come around the back, you notice the frameless tinted windows. A lot of companies are not giving tinted windows anymore, especially important here in sunny California. And then your second awning right there. So we come around the back, a couple quick things to point out before we go inside. Of course, you got your ladder. It is camera ready, so you can put a backup camera on there and it can hook up wirelessly to a screen in the truck. And also, you got a receiver on here, which a lot of units do not do. So if you want a good spot to put bikes or more coolers or maybe store a generator on a rack back here, any of that kind of stuff, really good spot to do that. So that's a few of the outside things. So we'll go inside and show you what they got going on in there. Okay, so now we're inside the 3121. So you have 2 opposing slide outs here. There's a nice big open feel. Great decor. The slide out fascias are finished really nicely. The crown molding up top has an LED light strip above it. Really just helps those accent lights and brighten everything up in here. The campsite slide out here is full of windows. All your windows have blackout roller shades on them, but nice to have the windows on the campsite, so whatever's going on out here, you can see it. Instead of having all your windows looking at your neighbor, they're on this side. So they use a freestanding table and chairs, very residential. As we move to the back, you got power theater seating. So for your dry campers who are concerned how you're going to run that solar package I talked about earlier is connected to this. The inverter's wired here, so even if you have no hookups, your batteries will operate these no problem. Above your theater seating, they also add a little dimmer switch here. So that's a nice little feature. Along the back, huge couch in the back. This pulls out as a trifold sofa, as a huge bed, so very easy for 1 or 2 adults to comfortably sleep back here if you do have a couple guests come. And huge rear window, so pulling up behind in front of the ocean or whatever your view is, you got a great view of that. And above here, all full of storage. So this is totally open storage space up here. Really nice cabinetry, nice grab handles on them. Your entertainment center is in a great spot. The TV does move. You can shift it, turn it, whichever way you want to bring it. It shifts, so if you want to put it towards the couch or the dinette, wherever you'd like it. Right above your fireplace, that fireplace is an electric heater. So if you have plug-in power, that will produce some heat. Of course, that's not your main source of heat here. You do have a ducted furnace through the floor. So we continue on, get to more of the kitchen stuff here. All solid surface counters, nice thick white counters in here. You have GFI receptacles. These go into the counter and can pull out like that, with a couple USB ports in there as well. They give you a huge microwave. This is a convection microwave, so you can't cook in here like an oven. You have your stove integrated into the countertop, so when it's down, it creates all flat counter space. All stainless steel appliances in here. Really nice look, easy to clean. And then huge island. So a lot of counter space, big sink, two-sided sink. Even the sink covers are the heavy solid surface countertop there, and they put a nice spot underneath there to store those as well while you're using it. So you move forward here, you got your fridge. This is an 18 cubic two-way fridge, so it runs off propane or electric. It's the largest fridge in the industry that can run off either power source. And then furthermore, for food storage, you got your pantry. Very large shelves, fit plenty of stuff if you got one of those longer trips. Moving on, you have a hutch area, great spot for coffee makers, stuff like that. And as we move up here, on the other side, you have your control panel. So this is your main spot where you're going to control a lot of your lights, slide outs, awnings, hot water heater, read your tanks. Furthermore, they give you 3 tank heaters. So this is rated from 0 to 110 degrees. So if you do have a cold night or you're camping right in the winter, in addition to the furnace being ducted underneath to your tanks, those are 12-volt heat pads that wrap around those tanks to prevent them from freezing. Before I move upstairs, I will show you do have a central vacuum system in there. You can just press that black lever down and sweep right in there, or you can hook up a hose and vacuum throughout the rest of your floor, whichever you prefer. So we'll continue on upstairs. You have your bathroom here. So huge bathroom, big shower with a seat, cottage white cabinetry in here. They do a cool bowl sink in here. Now they do that primarily because it gives you a lot more counter space. Obviously in the RVs, you're trying to use every bit of space and square footage as you can, and this just gives you more room to work with on the counters in here. So, and then you got a linen closet up top, and your porcelain toilet. They don't give you a plastic, it's a porcelain one. So we move up to the bedroom. We have a king bed up here, in its own slide out, so plenty of room to get up around both sides of it. They did a really good job putting a couple shelves up by the headboard, so each side is a spot to put your phones with outlets and also USB ports. So plenty of space there to put your belongings. That's not too close to you, it's out of the way as well. On the front, you have a closet right in the front of your fifth wheel here. Huge closet, some spots to put shoes and things of that matter. And very cool too, they added a little hamper here, spot to put all the dirty clothes in. So last but not least, you have your closet here, which is extra storage, or as you can see the hookups in there, you can put a washer dryer. You can put a combo unit that washes and dries both in there, or you can take this shelf out and you can put a stackable unit, separate washer and dryer if you want to do some heavier loads. So that's the 2022 Montana 3121. My name is Chris, and come down to See Me RV to see me.